Let's move to our region now, and ISIS concerns there that they could be taking hold or partnering up with extremist groups in northern Mozambique. South Africa needs to be on top of its game to detect terrorists. That's why a new group of top dogs is patrolling our main airports, hunting for explosives, and they have a special nose for suicide bombers. ENCA's Barry Bateman reports.
This is Bliss. Bliss has a nose for explosives, but she's not like any regular explosives dog. Bliss can pick up the odor of explosives as it trails behind a human who might be strapped with such chemicals. Travellers at airports will have seen dogs sniffing through luggage to find drugs or explosives. But what about people who attach explosives to their bodies? Like a boat through water, when a person walks, they leave a wake, one that smells.
But as soon as a person starts walking, the thermal heat plume trails behind them. We teach the dogs in USA that the area behind the person is the productive area, so they're not seeing the actual person. They're working in the area behind the person to find the explosive odors.
Jojo Mngomezulu was among a handful of dog handlers sent to the United States to train for this. He and Bliss patrol the public areas of the airport to sniff out any smell that shouldn't be there.
Most of the time, people they get afraid at the airport, like when we're working with the dogs. But it's so interesting because people will come to us and like ask us, "What are you doing here? Like, what is your dog? What is your dog doing? Like, is it an explosive dog or drug dogs?" And like we'll take time and explain to people, "No, my dog is doing explosive detection work."
Training these dogs wouldn't be possible without the contraband to sniff out. But some of the explosives used by terrorists are cooked up in home labs and are extremely dangerous to handle. That's where the explosives manufacturing industry steps in.
We are able to take those in a controlled environment with staff and personnel that understand the explosives hazards and produce those in small quantities so that we can train the dogs, provide that service to the K9 Vaporwake guys, and then eventually also destroy those explosives.
There are only 7 Vaporwake dogs in South Africa. 5 are based at OR Tambo International Airport, one is in Cape Town and another in Durban. And at 1.2 million rand each, they are at the sniffing edge of bomb detection. Barry Bateman, Kempton Park.